In northern Europe, winters are harsh and unforgiving. Yet in this struggle, the suffering of some ensures the survival of others. Across Scandinavia, golden eagles inhabit both rugged mountains and open lowlands. They are powerful and skilled hunters, but even they rely on animals that fall victim to the cold and snow each winter. Golden eagles are solitary by nature. They do not tolerate rivals near their food. Even when there's enough to share, one eagle will eventually drive the other away. Amid such extreme conditions, it might seem unlikely that thoughts of bonding or partnership would arise. Whether it is truly love or instinct is unclear, but golden eagles begin their courtship while winter still grips the land, long before the warmth of spring melts the snow. During this time, pairs may mate up to 30 times before the female lays her eggs in early April. For now, survival remains the priority. A female elk has succumbed to the brutal Scandinavian winter, her body lying at the edge of a frozen field. Preserved by the cold, it becomes a vital food source. The sharp eyes of eagles quickly spot this opportunity, and a race begins to claim the richest hisse. A fully grown golden eagle reaches the carcass first and begins feeding. But before accessing the meat beneath, it must tear through the elk's thick winter coat. Nearby, a sea eagle watches carefully. Tempted by the prize, it considers challenging the golden eagle. For a moment, it seems ready to fight, but hesitation takes over and it retreats. Soon after, another sea eagle descends from the dark Nordic sky. This one appears more confident and assertive. Still, the golden eagle, now satisfied, chooses to leave the field, allowing the second eagle, its distant cousin with a striking yellow beak, to take over. In Nordic mythology, a giant eagle named Hresvelgr is said to create the winds that sweep across the land. Golden eagles depend on vast, untouched landscapes where nature remains largely undisturbed. Today, they are most commonly found in mountainous regions like the Alps and the Carpathians. Their habitat offers a wide variety of prey, from forest creatures to animals grazing in alpine meadows. Though their nests are prepared with fresh twigs, they may not yet be in use. One potential prey is the capercaillie. The smaller female stays hidden within the forest, well camouflaged and cautious. The male, however, is far more visible, especially during mating season, making him an easier target. While the female remains discreet, the male would be wiser to seek shelter within the safety of the forest. As warmer winds begin to flow through the trees, nature slowly awakens from its winter slumber. The snow melts and life returns. In these forests, large feathers scattered across the ground hint at the presence of eagles. With spring approaching, breeding pairs of golden eagles return to Central Europe. Their population is closely linked to the availability of their preferred prey. During mating season, male capercaillies experience a surge in testosterone, which often makes them reckless. This carelessness can lead to their downfall, making them vulnerable to predators like golden eagles. Once an eagle makes a kill, it will return repeatedly, feeding until nothing remains. Every part of the prey is used efficiently. Despite this, eagles do not significantly impact the capercaillie population as long as the species has a healthy habitat and continues to reproduce successfully. If a particular prey becomes scarce, eagles adapt by hunting other, more abundant animals. It's a balanced and highly effective system within nature. High above its territory, an eagle soars once more, but this time it is not searching for food. The breeding season has begun and preparation is essential. Since winter, these eagles have performed regular courtship flights, strengthening their bond and partnership. Graceful and free, they glide through the sky, perfect symbols of freedom. Finally, the pair lands on a rugged tree. Once again, they mate, ensuring the continuation of their nisid. A new generation of golden eagles is on the way. This landscape appears to be the perfect habitat for golden eagles, offering a diverse hunting ground along with old mixed forests, ideal for nesting. It is here that the story of our eagle chicks begins. The male golden eagle has been incubating the egg for several hours. It is the only egg the female laid a few days earlier. By late April, forests all around are alive with birds searching for safe and hidden places to build their nests. Not far away, in a neighboring valley and at a safe distance from the eagles, a black stork glides back toward its nest. With spring now in full swing, eggs must be kept warm constantly. Both eagle parents take turns protecting their precious egg, keeping it warm day and night for around 45 days. For black storks, the incubation period lasts about 5 weeks. Body heat is essential for the development of the egg, but proper insulation and soft padding in the nest are just as important. The male golden eagle carries a ring, a sign of human monitoring. While it's often believed that only the female incubates the eggs, this eagle pair shares the responsibility equally. The egg is exposed to the cool April air for only a brief moment before the female returns. Carefully, she settles back onto the nest, taking over incubation duties. During this period, eagles remain almost completely still, just like their neighbors, the black storks. Meanwhile, a bit further below, Eurasian pygmy owls are still behind schedule. They haven't even laid their eggs yet. Golden eagles don't always build their nests in the same type of place. Some prefer tall, ancient trees, while others choose rocky cliffs rising like islands above forests and shrubs. The key factor is safety. The nesting site must be difficult for predators to reach. High up on a rocky ledge, another eagle nest already shows signs of life. Here, 2 eggs were laid, and both chicks have hatched. The mother frequently returns with fresh green twigs from coniferous and deciduous trees, continuously adding to the nest throughout the 2.5 months of raising her young. The father's role is to hunt. He regularly brings prey back to the nest where the female carefully tears it into small pieces and feeds the chicks. This time, it's a mouse, divided into tiny portions for the young. Around 95% of golden eagles hatch in rocky nests, while the rest are born in nests built on trees, like this pair, who have chosen an old fir tree and are raising a single chick. Both parents take turns hunting. When wild prey becomes scarce, domesticated birds raised by humans become easier targets. From a hidden perch with a clear view of a pigeon loft, the eagle waits patiently for the right moment. It's a warm day in late April. The eagle chick is bothered by persistent flies, just like the tiny Eurasian pygmy owl further down. Whether large or small, birds of prey in the forest all suffer from these same pests. High above the pigeon loft, the female eagle remains still, watching and waiting. Meanwhile, the male has already succeeded in hunting and returns with the remains of a pigeon. After delivering the food, he leaves again, trusting the female to handle the rest. She carefully tears apart the prey and feeds their chick. While some eagles may have preferred prey, pigeons are not usually an easy target. They are fast and alert. It is often the young, inexperienced ones that fall victim, a clear example of natural selection. The golden eagle's nest is slightly smaller than that of a sea eagle, measuring about 1.5 meters across and roughly 1 meter high, similar in size to the nests of black storks nearby. In the neighboring valley, 3 hungry black stork chicks eagerly wait for their meal, often receiving whole fish. In contrast, the eagle mother must provide her chick with tiny, manageable pieces. Over time, she will feed nearly 40 kilograms of prey to raise her young. After feeding, the fluffy white stork chicks play together, while the eagle chick relies solely on its mother for comfort. When temperatures drop, she shelters it beneath her wings, offering warmth and protection. Within the eagle's territory, other birds also raise their young. One such bird is the common tree creeper. And though the Eurasian pygmy owl is small, it is a highly skilled and deadly hunter. To raise its young, it will kill over 200 songbirds and small mammals, a remarkable feat for such a tiny predator. The tiny owl now has 7 chicks to care for, all from a single hatch. Waste from the nest is simply pushed out, keeping the interior somewhat clean despite the chaos of raising so many young. Meanwhile, the eagle mother continues to bring fresh green twigs, both from coniferous and deciduous trees, back to the nest. The exact reason for this behavior remains a mystery. It could be that fresh branches provide better structure than dry ones, or perhaps they help keep the nest clean and well maintained. Some biologists even suggest that these green leaves may have mild antiseptic properties, though there is no solid proof yet. For the eagle pair, daily life revolves entirely around feeding their chick and maintaining the nest. This nest will not be used just once. It will serve them for many years. Like black storks, they will continuously repair, strengthen, and expand it over time. Now it's early May, and the weather has grown warmer. The eagle mother can finally leave the nest to hunt, as the chick no longer needs constant warmth under her wings. Across Europe's mountainous forests, it's not only birds that are reproducing. The plant world is also in full bloom, continuing its own cycle of life. In ancient beech forests, one of Europe's most stunning flowers appears, the lady's slipper orchid. Where these rare orchids bloom and golden eagles build their nests, it's a sign that nature is still largely untouched and thriving. The male eagle returns with another catch, this time a rodent. Shortly after, the female arrives with yet another twig, quickly taking charge of the nest again. Black storks, living nearby, have little to fear from golden eagles. They are strong enough to defend themselves and always keep a close watch over their chicks. Both parents share the responsibility of feeding their young. For the eagle chick, however, feeding is handled entirely by the mother. For weeks, she provides protein-rich prey, ensuring rapid growth. Over time, leftover food and waste begin to accumulate around the nest, enriching the soil below. This natural fertilization encourages plants like the common nettle to grow beneath the nest. And wherever nettles thrive, the red admiral butterfly follows, as its caterpillars depend entirely on these plants for survival. In this way, the presence of powerful predators like eagles indirectly supports the life cycle of much smaller creatures. While black stork chicks take around 100 days to grow and leave the nest, the red admiral butterfly completes its development in less than 2 weeks. Rain clouds now roll across the hilly landscapes of Central Europe. The warm, humid air awakens many mountain creatures. The eagle patrols the edge of the forest, preferring open spaces for hunting. Most small animals live in the meadows between the trees, making these areas more suitable for shikar. Suddenly, the female eagle spots something. Even a powerful predator sometimes has to settle for very small prey. The male notices her movement and glides gracefully across the meadow to join her. Nearby, another resident of the meadow makes itself known, the corncrake, calling out with its distinctive and unusual song. After finishing their hunt, the eagles return to the nest with full crops. Although early May temperatures are milder, a young eagle chick is still vulnerable. Its soft, downy feathers can quickly become soaked in rain, leading to dangerous cooling. Chicks in rocky nests have some protection from above, but those in tree nests are more exposed. This means the mother cannot leave her chick alone for long during bad weather. The growing chick no longer fits completely beneath the mother's body. Still, it presses close to her for warmth and safety. Fortunately, the rain begins to ease. The forest is soaked, but the eagle chick survives the downpour unharmed. In years with heavy rainfall, many eagle chicks do not survive. Eventually, the mother must leave the nest to hunt, no matter the weather. But as long as the May sun continues to shine, the chances of survival remain strong. There is no immediate danger as the adult eagle glides high above her territory. Back in the nest, the young chick keeps itself busy, picking through leftover scraps of food. It is still learning, slowly discovering what can be eaten and what should be avoided. Life continues in a similar rhythm at the rocky nests as well. For the young eagles, the most exciting moments come when the adults return with fresh prey. Steep forested cliffs are not only favored by eagles. Other birds, like the common raven, also choose these monarchs for breeding. Living close to ravens, however, isn't always peaceful. Surprisingly, ravens often act boldly, even challenging the much larger golden eagle in short aerial confrontations. Still, these clashes rarely lead to serious consequences. Though the golden eagle is often called the king of the mountains, it is far from being the absolute ruler of its domain. Apart from troublesome neighbors, it also faces the ongoing challenge of finding enough food. Even in natural forests, hunting is not always easy. The days when vast herds of hoofed animals roam these valleys, followed by large predators, are long gone. But in areas where humans maintain open meadows, smaller animals like hares and rodents thrive, providing new hunting opportunities. As a result, the eagles often return to their nest carrying prey caught near human-influenced landscapes. Another persistent nuisance near the eagle's nest is the common buzzard. Golden eagles are highly sensitive to disturbances around their nesting site, and the female remains constantly alert. The common buzzard is actually the most widespread bird of prey in Central Europe, with around 200,000 breeding pairs, half of them in Germany alone. This raises an interesting question. Why is the buzzard so common, while the golden eagle is considered rare and even endangered in some regions. As the female eagle leaves the nest once again, the answer becomes clearer. The golden eagle's rarity is not due to the boldness of smaller birds like the buzzard. Despite its size, the buzzard will fiercely defend its own nest and may even attack a golden eagle that comes too close. The real reason lies in history. The decline of golden eagles in Europe has been well documented. As early as the 17th century, they began disappearing from parts of Germany. Over the following centuries, their numbers continued to shrink until they vanished from vast regions altogether. Eventually, they retreated to remote and inaccessible mountain areas. For centuries, humans hunted eagles relentlessly. They were seen as rivals for game, threats to livestock, and enemies of farmers. Like wolves, brown bears, and lynxes, they were nearly wiped out. Governments even offered rewards for killing golden eagles. Today, things have changed. Birds of prey are now strictly protected, and illegal hunting is rare. Yet the golden eagle has not fully reclaimed its former range. It remains largely confined to remote regions like the Alps and the Carpathians. Another challenge has emerged: human activity within forests. Over time, forests have been heavily exploited for timber. What once required axes and manual labor is now done with powerful machines capable of cutting and processing vast amounts of wood in a short time. In some regions, logging activity has doubled within just a decade. The demand for resources continues to grow, leaving little space for natural forest development. Forests are becoming younger, denser, and darker, more like industrial zones than natural ecosystems. It's no surprise that golden eagles now prefer isolated areas and protected national parks where human disturbance is minimal. Black storks and many other species also struggle under the pressure of modern forestry practices. Although hunting has been banned and the golden eagle is no longer on the brink of extinction, its future still depends on how humans manage forests across Europe. Meanwhile, life goes on in the nests. Young black storks eagerly consume everything their parents bring, while the eagle's nest often contains leftover prey or even whole animals, like a dormouse. As the female eagle heads out once more to hunt, the chick remains behind, busy exploring its posen. For now, it seems to be a good year for survival. Life is thriving for eagles and other birds nesting in these forests. About 2 months after hatching, the young eagles in the mountain nests have grown significantly. Their daily routine may seem repetitive, so any small distraction becomes exciting. A small bank vole frequently visits the eagle's nest, searching through twigs, grass, and leftover food for anything useful. The red admiral butterfly is also drawn here, not for food, but for mineral salts found in the droppings. Meanwhile, the vole even raises its own young beneath the nest, quietly benefiting from the eagle's presence. Weeks pass, and the skies over the vast eagle territory remain calm and peaceful. But in nature, success and tragedy often exist side by side. One day, the adult eagle returns to the tree nest carrying a hedgehog for Bojan. The young eagle is now developing darker juvenile feathers, making it more resistant to changing weather. However, bad weather is still a serious threat, not just because of cold and rain, but because it reduces the availability of prey. When hunting becomes difficult, the young eagles still unable to fly are left vulnerable. In one of the rocky nests, tragedy strikes. One of the 2 chicks grows weak and struggles to survive. Its sibling seems to sense something is wrong, but soon the weaker chick dies, just short of making it. Mountain weather is unpredictable and harsher than in the lowlands. During storms, many prey animals remain hidden, making hunting even more difficult. In a harsh but natural act of survival, the eagle mother feeds the dead chick to the surviving one. Eagles do not act out of emotion or morality. For them, survival is everything. Yet nature always has balance. While rainy periods can threaten eagle chicks, they also create opportunities for other species. Pools of water form in tracts and depressions, perfect breeding grounds for small amphibians like the yellow-bellied toad. These toads rely on heavy rainfall, as their temporary habitats can disappear quickly. Without wasting time, they begin to mate, taking full advantage of the brief window nature provides. As June arrives with warm, humid days, the surviving young eagle in the shaded rocky nest prepares for a major milestone, leaving the nest. The adult eagles stay nearby, guiding and encouraging the young one. They demonstrate how to glide and move across the territory, gently luring it away from the suruksha of the nest. The male occasionally returns with prey, but only briefly before flying off again. And then, the moment arrives. With its chocolate-brown juvenile feathers, the young eagle finally leaves the nest. Over the next 5 months, it will continue flying and learning alongside its parents, gradually becoming independent. At this time of year, food is plentiful. Even young foxes, resting in their dens, become easy targets when they wander out to play. For the eagles, such distractions make hunting easier. Now the eagle parents stop bringing food directly to the tree nest. Instead, they feed themselves and leave portions of prey in visible spots, encouraging the young eagle to explore and hunt on its own. Soon, the nest stands empty. The young eagle has taken its first steps into the wider world, hopping, gliding, and exploring its surroundings. In nature, nothing goes to waste. Leftovers from the eagles are quickly taken by other animals, like the Eurasian jay. Even after leaving the nest, the young eagle from the tree nest is still cared for by its parents. They provide food and teach it essential hunting skills. By next year, it will be fully grown, ready to claim its own territory, and perhaps build a nest of its own. Nearby, the black storks have also successfully raised their young. Together with the adults, they circle their breeding grounds in the Carpathian Mountains, preparing for their long journey south. Next year, they will return once again, and somewhere deep within a remote mountain forest, they too will raise a new generation.